National Diversity Awards is the largest diversity awards in the UK. This year attracted over 25,000 nominations and votes. We've had 110,000 nominations and votes since its inception in 2012. And we've been sponsored by some of the biggest companies, for instance, Johnson & Johnson, PwC, Microsoft, Adidas, Open University. Oh gosh, the list goes on. And we're really proud of what we've achieved with that and what we've achieved with our sponsors. And it's about promoting community organisations, people that do exceptional stuff in the community without getting recognised really, and it's a real inspirational Pride of Britain Awards for diversity.
I've been running ever since.
To be here with everybody in this room who are doing such amazing and such necessary work in the world, to be able to just take a little shine off of them and absorb some of their goodness is fantastic.
It's been too hard living, and I'm afraid to die.
People winning the awards are so deserving of them. They also want to come here and have a laugh and relax and have fun, because it's a good positive thing.
Definitely.
See the end result. We don't see, the struggles. We don't see them going through good times and bad times, and that's the side that I think that message needs to get across. When you hear these stories, we hear these stories, so we understand it's not that easy.
I will go to my brother. I've asked my brother, will you help me? He turned me down, and then I asked my dear mother.
This is one of those awards where every nominee, the more you hear about them, the more eye-opening it is as to what they do. And so when a winner is announced, you're genuinely applauding, going, no, that's great. You should get an award for that.
Very long.
I think this year's shortlist nominees are absolutely fantastic. I'm so inspired to be in a room with such brilliant people doing amazing things.
I'm so glad to actually meet the people who we've all been talking about in the office, so yeah, it's fantastic.
Diverse people together, it enriches your soul. So I am absolutely privileged to be connected to this and to be here tonight.
Is just say that open for business for diverse communities and diverse people. Why do we have to go around and doing very singular strands and saying, do you know what, we're concentrating on the LGBT, we're concentrating on the BAME this year, why can't we just say we're open for business for diverse talent?
I've been one of the judges. I know the process that we've gone through to make sure that when we come up with this list, it's a really robust list. It's not a list of people who say they're doing things, but people who are actually doing things, and that's really important.
We all have biases. But at the end of the day, the unconscious bias, it's not always because the boss is biased. Let's put it the other way too. Sometimes the employee is biased too. And we have to think about it from a standpoint of two points of view.
Awards like this and lists like this are absolutely crucial because it really sends out a powerful signal about employers that this isn't just a tick box exercise. This is something we're really serious about. As an organisation, we welcome talent, whatever shape, size or colour it might come in. We're not just ticking a box and hoping we might get away with it.
In this changing world, the trajectory of change is just as important as change itself. Because if change isn't fast enough, in real terms, we're going in reverse. And we're already seeing that with the gender case.
Please stop teaching black men and women and everyone else who's different how to be the same. Teach the white men how to understand and respect difference.
I think we have to shout about this. I think we have to keep talking about it and put it on the agenda of businesses and communities. And the Inclusive Top 50 helps us to do that because it's getting businesses working together, and their voice will be louder as a result of it. It's so important.
I think the Top 50 Inclusive Employers is an excellent forum for businesses and organisations to come together, not just to share the successes they've had, but actually to learn from each other. And actually what we need is all of us to come together to try and break the barriers and promote change. And I think the only way we can do that is to have open and honest conversations, share the challenges and share our journey.
The Inclusive Top 50 Employers list is really important because we need to shine a light on those organisations that are doing best practices across industry, and it helps to stimulate activities in other organisations. It shows organisations what's possible, and it really helps to move the agenda forward from just looking at diversity to looking at inclusion, which I think is really the new generation of D&I.
You need both business leaders as well as HR and diversity leaders in practice with one another. You know, while you make your business case, you also remind people that it is in fact the right thing to do. And you also are thoughtful around the language you use, right? Because the language is different depending on where we're talking about. So, you know, this is a journey that we all should be on, and sharing best practices and participating in surveys is one way to make sure that information is getting out.